You are listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
Welcome. 20 minutes late, but welcome. Welcome everybody to the Party Nerds podcast. Haas is here. Jorge's here. The Europeans got a hold of Ralphie, and they've given him all types of swine. So shouts out to him in whatever country he's in, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Belgium, all that.
Maybe he's in Czechoslovakia.
Well, if he's in a time machine, he's in Czechoslovakia, but he might be in Slovakia or the Czech Republic.
Nah.
But to get right to it, I mean, this is more so. I'm not going to say I'm going to choose this episode to gloat. But a lot of no, because we talked about it on Wednesday after we watched this finale, because there wasn't even a certain expectation of what the finale should be. We just knew that they were going to fucking kill it.
Yep.
So without those dastardly expectations, they did their job. And from there, we go to the point where we can now go on a victory lap, because now we're at the point to where it's almost looking at the context of how things are being drawn up at Marvel Studios in the MCU. And you could take portions of how this particular show, X-Men 97, was made, and literally just take, for instance, we've never seen a family setting like this. We've never seen emotion like this. The relationships that basically were built up within 10 shows between singular characters like this, whether it's been in outside of just the hardcore emotion of it. We've never seen them actually be fucking sexual about it. We've never seen them actually be in die-hard relationships to the point where they felt like they got scorned by a jaded lover like fucking Jean Grey, Madeline, and Scott. You know what I'm saying? The Trish Tilby thing, basically having a crush on a cat-looking furball, and it turning out to be a Prime Sentinel in the long run.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. Wild.
Storm getting how Storm got her groove back. A whole fucking episode of that.
Yeah, she getting that metal dick from fucking Forge.
That's right. From the board. You got the extendo clip. So, I don't know how I'm gonna get my powers back. They were like, you just come with me to Arizona.
Like skin music.
Forge the barge.
They're like,
Forge the barge.
If you just let
Forge
me
the barge.
take you to Arizona. What up, Biggs? If you just if you let me take you to Arizona, I'll make sure you get right. Now whatever they was doing before he put, before he put her in a tiny ass hole, he was taking care of a tiny ass hole.
I don't know. Yo, what? Yo, time out. They hung out for 20 minutes. They hung out for 20 minutes. He said, "But I love you."
And she smacked the shit out of him. But like I said, so wait, they're like, were you hitting that? Or did you just bring her here and then basically showed her your entire lab and was like, I ain't got nothing for you to do in this lab, but I can hit.
Yo, what up, E. Bradley?
Yo, you think Storm is just for the streets?
Every X-Men is for the streets.
Yeah,
every X-Men.
Storm is not a hoe though. She's not a hoe.
A calculated hoe, right?
Calculated relationship bringer.
Yes,
she don't. He's not getting messy
in all aspects of the word. Morph is the way that he is. He more than likely confesses love to Wolverine in the last episode.
Yeah, of course.
Xavier and Magneto were really fucking close.
Too close. I was really uncomfortable.
Uncomfortably close.
Yo, back up. Give me 5 feet.
You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker, you got Trish and Beast doing their thing. Beast
looking after her as a Prime Sentinel, trying to get it right.
Yeah, he over there trying to bang androids and shit. Storm is a queen. She can do whatever and whoever she wants. Now, look, Storm has had relationships, of course, everybody knows, with King T'Challa. But she had a long-lasting relationship not only with Forge, but with Wolverine. So she got her little pocket rocket in Wolverine and made sure she took care of business with that.
Yeah, they even tried to in the road cut Days of Future Past, they were together. Yeah.
Look, Magneto with Rogue with the overtones of basically that being a thing because it used to be a thing. Gambit feeling a certain way about shit. Like this whole thing was a fucking soap opera.
Brilliant writing, Bo DeMayo.
No, the writing was off the chain because to be honest, because those emotions were that high, the jokes wrote them fucking selves.
Oh my god, it was a bit. What a season! What a season for comedy! This should be nominated as a comedy because
it absolutely should be nominated as a comedy. And, all right, no, episode 5 should be episode 5 and episode 10 can be dramas. The rest of the show, comedy.
Yeah,
the whole
100%, 100%.
But the actual pinpointing of bringing on a villain like Bastion and then circumventing this entire series around them, they could have went to any X-Men villain that was popular and went to that. Bastion being somebody who was more so in the shadows, but big time in the comics.
Yeah.
And like with Second Coming, and you know, he's a comic book foe, being the fusion of Nimrod and Master Mold, and basically that being a build-up for how the Prime Sentinels came to be and how future apocalyptic as Earth was going to basically turn out to be.
I mean, they marketed it perfectly because they kept insisting that it was Sinister, right? But
I know I did.
Yeah, but we also can tell, like, knowing Sinister from the animated series.
Yeah.
The whole thing that was happening didn't really seem sinister though. And so as the season moved on, for me personally, it was just like, don't really seem sinister. Even the attack on Genosha, and it was first revealed that he was behind it.
Oh, of course.
It still didn't seem right. It didn't feel right.
Because they felt like he was already on the island and he was like doing certain things here and there.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you got that clip. There was like this freeze frame, I think, in the recap credits of episode 6, where you saw Master Mold and a shadowy body standing out.
And Nimrod, and that was the merging. But they were dropping nuggets every episode, and that was the first nugget in the intros to let you know it was Bastion the whole time. But I try to tell y'all, listen, Bastion, listen, when I seen the Forge picture in episode 4, and it was like they didn't show you his face.
Can we talk about that?
It was his outfit.
Can we talk about that?
Yes.
Can we talk about that? How's this motherfucker that's supposed to be a hater of mutants all of a sudden in a picture with X Factor all hugged up? Like, yeah, let's take a picture, nigga.
Bro, this is a master plan. Of course, he's gonna be buddy.
Messiah Complex doesn't have him having any type of friends within the mutant community.
You gotta do something different.
Right.
This iteration is different.
It's true. It's true. But yet, even though all signs pointed to Bastion, at the end of this damn season, all signs pointed to Apocalypse.
Oh, yes. He's picking up all the pieces.
Absolutely. Because not only are you going back in time, you're going to see basically what the future post-apocalyptic Earth is going to look like in his image. And then even in present day, when you saw that after credit scene of him picking up the playing card, you knew it was arriving. Basically, his 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is going to be led by none other than Gambit.
Yeah, he's going to resurrect them. That we kept talking about throughout this.
And he's probably going to utilize Sinister to do it. Sinister, even though he got ran off like Skeletor from He-Man.
He's all fucked up right now, though.
Yeah, he's real fucked up.
Yeah, how's he gonna get back together?
He's got to start
he's
like, DNA.
Start
stealing DNA, bro. Like this is what he does. So
if that was like classic cartoony to where
it was
like Mumra and fucking Skeletor running off at the end of every single fucking episode.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
Yo, Andre. He said Rogue was fighting Bastion. Was that Apocalypse Shrine in the background? Yo, on that moon planet, I believe it was. It absolutely was.
So yeah, Apocalypse has a little base right in the blue side of the moon. So yeah, no, that wasn't That wasn't by accident. That wasn't like, yo, is that really what it is? That's exactly what it is.
Right. And that's how this whole fucking season just went. It went perfectly. And the thing is, we were getting commentary from Bo DeMayo, who was basically letting everybody know not only were you going to do your homework from the animated series, but you were going to do it through comics.
Through comics, which is a beautiful thing.
It's the way that you want to go. And
it's a beautiful thing.
I feel as though, I mean, give or take, that the MCU has an opportunity here, because what they've done in the past is that they've chosen directors that have had the ability to take a concept from a comic book and then just create their own image around that shit.
Yeah.
Which then misleads us a little bit. So what we want to be, misleads the viewer.
To the comic book nerd or the casual viewer?
It absolutely misleads the comic book nerd. That is a fact.
So here's the thing, and this is what I keep talking about, that you have to do it a little bit differently than the comics, because all right, let's just switch it to Invincible.
2.5 hours.
Invincible, right?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker Fax knows everything that's happening in Invincible to the T.
I could watch it to the T. Literally every episode is literally like a chapter. It's an issue.
Yeah. So it's directly it's Invincible is literally about a 99.9% adaptation of the comic. Just put on screen, right? In motion. What they're doing with the animated series, and they always did this with the animated series, and now with X-Men 97, like
keep that comment up, boy.
They're going to stay true. They're going to stay true to the comics as far as the essence, but they're going to tell us a slightly different story, so we can be, so us comic book nerds can be surprised too. And you know what I'm saying? Because that's the joy.
And that was the other thing that people started to hate, was the fact that they mushed so many singular comic book stories all in these episodes. Like that being an episode, fucking the Messiah Complex being an episode, the Second Coming being an episode.
Yeah, I love all that shit.
All these were just like things that happened. Now, Biggs, you're saying, do you think Kang could be behind some of this? I don't.
What did I say? Listen.
Look, we talked about this on Wednesday. So when we're getting to the point where they go back to ancient Egypt, the Rise of Apocalypse comic book, where you basically are meeting what is his Egyptian name? Sabanor? Sabanor?
Mumra.
You're meeting
Mumra.
when you're meeting Sabanor for the very first time. Apocalypse is literally trying to fight his way out, because the pharaoh of Egypt at that time is Ramatut, who is a variation of Kang the Conqueror. So if you notice that when Beast went over that hill and he's like, my goodness, there was no motherfucking pyramid there. It was a gigantic sphere.
Yeah.
That was El Salvador. El Salvador. No, not El Salvador.
El Salvador. We're going on vacation. All of us, the party nerds.
Yo, so the biggest thing is that you saw a sphere that was over top of
you sure did say Mumra.
Saw a sphere over top of which is basically Kang's fortress. I believe it's called, damn, I'm gonna have to look this up. The bubble that he uses, and it looks like the sphere that he was using in Quantumania. If you're looking at the ball that I was about to say, utilizing Quantumania, it's almost a depiction of his city. Yes. And Kang's city has an ability to utilize portals in time, so he can go wherever the fuck he wants and still come back as Ramatai like nothing fucking happened.
This is what I kind of think.
Chronopolis.
Yes, it is definitely Chronopolis.
It's definitely Chronopolis.
Yeah, 100%. So this is why I think like Kang is behind the whole X-Men getting displaced. There's something. There has to be. Mm-hmm. It's either Kang or some version of Apocalypse that just, because he did master time in the axis of time.
Well,
so,
remember,
it's either or. It's either like a variant of Kang, or it is Apocalypse that displaced it. But here's one more thing though. Sebastian, as we know as Bastion, he took
Cable's arm.
Exactly.
Basically, if it blew up, and his arm is the portal that basically gets him through time. It's not a watch. It's not a little like, in the comics, it's literally the arm that's on his body. So when it gets absorbed by Bastion and then explodes, time didn't they can
it
go
could have
wherever.
displaced everybody. Yeah, it could have displaced
asteroid
everybody.
gets blown the fuck up. Everybody goes into different periods of time, but different periods of time. One being where a cable came from, one being the present, but then a certain sector of people all went back in time.
Yeah.
And see that. Well, when I'm seeing here with Genosha genocide, it would be cool if they went with the Necrosis storyline. That would have been cool, but there is going to be a portion of that because there's certain mutants that are going to get brought back to life.
Yeah.
But not in the form that you like.
Yeah. It's going to be dope. So here's the thing. Now we know that Magneto, Professor X, Beast, Rogue.
No, not Rogue, because Rogue's with Magneto.
Rogue,
kids.
That's what I again. I'm gonna list it again. Pay attention now. Magneto, Professor X, Beast, Rogue, Nightcrawler are all in the past, right? They're all in the past. Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Morph, and Storm
and Forge
in the future. Not Forge. Forge is at the
present day.
Yeah. The other 5, they are split evenly. The other 5 are in the future. They just didn't catch up with them yet. They are there.
Okay.
That's where they're at. So you're gonna have a team of 5 in the future, a team of 5 in the past, and then you're gonna have a team
trying to get them all home.
Forge and Bishop is gonna try to get everybody home, but to handle the present day stuff, all the X-Men that are available on the on the Days of Future Past scoreboard, I like to call it.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be the new team of X-Men that we're going to have in the present day. Oh, and Bo DeMayo basically confirmed that Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are off-world because they are fighting. Either they're fighting the Shi'ar or they're fighting with the Shi'ar against the Kree in that war that they have going on. That we saw that's where they're at. So there's a group of Avengers, not well, it might be Captain America and Iron Man now because it's 6 months later. But it's a group of Avengers that are fighting off planet,
right,
in the Kree and Shi'ar war.
Even
Bo DeMayo dropped those nuggets.
Look, even though the Shi'ar is the strongest empire in all of the galaxies, so just know that how that's going to end up. You saw what happened in episode 6.
Yeah,
they basically all got stomped the fuck out. But so it seems like they're progressing through comic arcs from the 90s and the 2000s. Do you think that the arcs from the 2020s will start to happen? Well, here's the thing. This is X-Men 97. So storylines that you're getting are from this time period. I'm not sure if we're going to hit the 2010s because a lot of the storylines from the 2010s are kind of like retcons, whether it's like Uncanny X-Men to where Cyclops then turns on Xavier, even though they could go that route anyway. There's been plenty of fucking storylines where they get into their squabbles and everything like that. But no mention of the Krakoa era. No mention of maybe not. You're definitely not going to see House of M because that is the 2010s. So I wouldn't suggest that it would go on that route. You would start to see a lot more storylines that
I wouldn't rule that out though. I wouldn't rule none of that out. I wouldn't rule it out, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Utopia's next.
Listen, we're not ruling that out either because even though we're doing X-Men 97, right? That's just where we picked up from. Right. They have every X-Men storyline at their disposal that hasn't been used yet.
So many.
So it don't matter the year because they can adapt it to the time period, right? Where Days of Future Past, that was a story in the 80s, and they brought it to the 90s in the original story, right?
Basically alluded to it there.
Yeah, they did that, right? So it's no different. They can use the if they wanted to go if they really wanted to go the House of M route, maybe not this season, the next season, or the 4th season, right? They can do that. Like they can literally do that because we're not tied to just 1997.
Yeah, but we also understand that basically season 2 has a lot of cliffhangers.
So many.
Season 2. One basically happened right at the very end of episode 10, when basically what you found that happened on the radio station was that Forge was listening to was that Graydon Creed was up in the polls over President Kelly and was pretty much
Yeah,
about to become president.
which is going to be wild.
It's going to be wild because you want to talk the greatest hater, the
Yeah,
greatest hater of all mutants, who
doesn't
happen
get any
to have
worse.
two parents that are mutants, but then better yet, never became a mutant. So he hates the fact that he just never turned. He never
Yeah,
matured to be that type of person. And
yeah,
so, and because of that fact, he is taking out all that fucking anguish and anger. And now that he's on the side of politics, he can do even more dastardly shit because
yeah,
the Avengers are pretty much at his whim. That's why I was thinking even something like 2008, 2009's the Utopia saga,
yeah,
Nation X, to where
yeah,
the Dark Avengers happen. Even though it's Norman Osborn, you can replace that with Graydon Creed and basically bump into Utopia to where they're floating. There's no more Asteroid M. There's basically,
yeah,
Utopia sitting up
yeah,
there. All the mutants are basically hovering in orbit.
yeah. We can do that.
Yep.
I'm with it.
Yep. But at most, I mean, there's so much that we could do here. Look, you want Feral Wolverine, boy. After he got stripped of all that fucking metal, he is Feral Wolverine at this point.
Yeah, and we're gonna get. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a version of that early next season
Oh yeah.
before he calms down. Like he's gonna go for it. We're gonna see it. They're not gonna leave
Somebody's
that
gonna
out.
have to put him back in the tank because he's
Yeah,
gonna get his shit back.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only way.
Nah,
But
fuck that. Knock that nigga out.
yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing as far as like going into season 2 is how you going to live up to the hype of everything that happened in season 1. If the storylines were not going to connect and the cliffhangers weren't going to happen, you know what I'm saying? So Bo is saying that even though he wrote a majority of season 2, he did not write the whole thing. And also the fact that he's not able to promote it in the way that he did the last time because
That's going to be a different.
he was executive producer for season 1. He is no longer the executive producer for season 2.
I think they'll do more action scenes.
I mean,
they have to.
It might be the way to go, especially the family dynamic that's happening with the Summers, because now that they've met their future daughter and a very young Nathan Summers, there's a whole lot that could happen there. Yes, we do need Bo on the podcast, Andre.
Yo, we're going for it.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
we're going for it.
The biggest thing I think from his point of view is that he was able to mesh this very perfectly without any type of mishaps whatsoever. If you're meshing up very particular pivotal comic book stories and making them all sync, you know what I'm saying? Bringing up the Friends of Humanity, Executioner's Song, Life Death, Messiah Complex, Second Coming, and like even tidbits of Days of Futures Past and the Age of Apocalypse at the end. Rise of Apocalypse, the fucking Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix. These are certain comic books that all got mashed in 10 episodes. So we're going to continue on that path because you're going to come to realize that, okay, this might be, we got to figure out a way to not necessarily destroy Apocalypse, but the people in the past have to kind of like get them on his side, all while probably trying to defeat Kang. And then the people in the future are basically a warning signal of how Earth is going to look if Apocalypse wins. And then the present day is almost the beginning of fucking Apocalypse army because he's going to resurrect Gambit as death. So it's going to be a real fucking good season, however they pinpoint it or what.
Yeah. I mean, it's so many directions to go. But what's one of the key things is that Marvel came out and said they're going to honor Bo DeMille's ideas.
I would hope
so. So whatever he has lined up for that season, they're going to honor it. Right? They're gonna do that, and so now the key is how much he wrote for season 2, and then if who's gonna whatever is missing, who they're gonna get to write in and stay on the same level, the same elite level that he laid out. because you get somebody in there that's not on the same level, we're gonna know, and it's gonna show, and that type of quality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that type of quality. Um, like substitution or whatever you want to call it, like downgrade, like that's going to be noted, and it's not going to be good. Like, so they have to keep things on the same level, because the bar is rose so high at this point. Like, our expectations are through the roof,
Mm-hmm.
and we done seen how good it can get. So the last thing we want to see in season 2 is a drop off. So it's important that Marvel gets it right. um, I mean, the best way to get it right is figure out what the hell the situation is and get this motherfucker back. But if you can't do that, or you refuse to do that, you better find somebody that is up to par with their penmanship, because I mean, the writing is elite, and it can't get any better.
I mean, to be honest, it's almost like, who could you get? Do you get a Chris Claremont? Do you get a Carrie Gillen? Do you get a Jonathan Hickman? People that are writing X-Men stories at the highest amount of shit. We don't want no mofo who didn't read the comics.
Nah, no, listen, nobody that didn't
Those
read the
numbers are
comics.
dwindling, man. No one's
No
reading.
one, no one that doesn't love
Did we
the
not tell people
franchise.
when the MCU started? This is for us.
Yeah,
I mean, for one, the casual fans got in. Everybody got a chance to get their money. You know, investors got their money. Everybody was sitting with bread in their pocket because of what the MCU created. But overall, you can't trick motherfuckers for that long.
yeah,
You can't just have storylines that are kind of like, it's sort of this or it's sort of that. You know, Secret Invasion, what that was, which was a dumpster show. Like, for real, it will have you jumping back into the comics.
Yes,
It
sir.
will have you reading the storylines. Because I'm telling you, if you've been reading the X-Men comics since 2018, they've been really good. And I
yeah.
mean, really good. If you hadn't had a chance to get House of X, Powers of X, the Krakoa era from the beginning all the way up to the end, to when it broke off and did Dawn of X, Swords of X, continuing, bro, come on. Look at this thick motherfucker right here. See this shit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get
Mm-hmm.
this shit right here. Get House of X, Powers of X. Start from there. If you haven't had a chance to even read some of the 90s comics from when you were kids, just start here. And you come to realize what a mutant rebellion looks like. What
Mm-hmm.
basically a version of continuity, not only against mutants that were the X-Men, but they're villains. And they
Yeah.
join together in solidarity. So where Apocalypse is shaking Professor X's hand and it's
Right.
like, you know what? You've been right the whole fucking time. And then you come to
Mm-hmm.
realize 5 years later that he wasn't right the entire time. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that, I'm telling you, I said it before on Wednesday. The X-Men run shit, thick ones, thick ass books. That's right.
Yeah.
Little
Nah, the Marvel is always better when the X-Men are involved, bro.
yo,
Why is the media
Like,
saying that it has been such low viewership?
that's bullshit.
that's bullshit, bro.
That's I mean, I don't even think it's the media that's saying that. It's not like, it's YouTubers that
Yeah,
want you.
and they're
It's almost like
trying to
being in the stock
find
market and you have bears that are trying to put bad news in it so you don't put your money in.
they're trying come up with like metrics, some type of metrics to try to downgrade. Like, some people just want to see the world burn, bro.
So why
And
doesn't Disney just publish it saying, yeah, this is high viewership?
Bro. And we're gonna allude to that later because people
yeah,
are trying to bash.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
there was also even a thing where people tried to saying that Storm was underutilized in the final episode. Like, everybody was waiting for Storm to get her shine. Because we talked about the fact that Storm is not in any of these battles, but Storm basically had 2 solo episodes in this whole series.
yeah, she did. She had
You know what
two.
I'm saying?
She had the solo episode. She had the solo episode, her own arc, and I mean, the first 2 episodes, like, she showcased her power set. Like,
Exactly.
everybody got put on the
Everybody
everybody
got
gets
put
put
in.
on the sideline on the X-Men. It always
Everybody.
have. Right now, Wolverine's on the sideline. So now what? He was not even conscious in the last episode. So what are we
And,
talking about?
Look, I say it like this, and I feel you, Biggs, because they're saying it's not enough to save Disney, but it's a start. You know what I'm saying? It's not to the point where, you know what I'm saying, the last MCU movie did $400,000, $400 million, which is not bad. If you look at the last like fucking 4 months of 2024, Fall Guy, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, fucking Planet of the Apes doing 200 mil, like all these joints didn't even get up to the register that Quantumanium had, and Quantumanium had a run for a month. Marvel's actually had a run of $200 million and had a run for a month, and that was Disney's like lowest MCU movie. But like it's just theaters. Movies in general have gone to shit, but there is a movie that's going to change all that shit, because the tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine just dropped today, and them shits is selling like Taylor Swift tickets.
Yeah, and they will. And what I said in the summer, that shit's going to make 1.5 bill. I'm trying to tell you, it's a 1.5.
Bro, people going to be back in their now you on the bandwagon again.
Listen, I said it when I said it on the pod. I said it almost a year ago. It's just gonna be 1.5.
Just saying.
Everybody was like,
He said, I wonder if we'll see the rest of the Avengers in that time period. Which time period are you talking about? In the past or in the future? Or in the future? Cap, Iron Man, Thor exist. There was United They Stand also. Those characters from that cartoon are a better sell today versus 1999. Now this is the thing. I think the whole point of being for X-Men 97 was to prove that the Avengers ain't shit.
Ain't shit, right? They
just
stood there.
Avengers ain't shit.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you that Marvel needs to start thinking like that, because we saw Avengers on screen 3 times. Civil War, Avengers 1, 4 times. Infinity War and Endgame. And they did their thing. It was lovely shit. People was, you know what I'm saying? People still talk about that shit. But I'm here to tell you that when these X-Men stories start rolling in, and if they're done correctly, I don't want to hear nobody talking no shit.
It's different, because then we'll go right back. We'll go right back to 30 years ago when the Avengers wasn't shit, and the Avengers. See, everybody's talking about like the 90 animated shows like Avengers United Stand. Nobody was really watching that shit. Nobody was watching that shit. Nobody was watching that shit.
Serious.
Like nobody was really watching that Hulk cartoon. Nobody was watching the Iron Man cartoon. Like,
I'll do you one better. Nobody was reading those Avengers comics.
Oh yeah, we already know that.
Nobody.
Captain America solo.
Captain America was a horrible fucking character as a comic book character.
How many cells? Remember that issue when it came out when Captain America was Hydra? How many comics?
Oh, when he did the Hell Hydra shit.
Probably like his best shit. That was basically kind of like their secret invasion.
Yeah,
with him with Hydra Cap.
Yeah.
Before that, no.
Honestly, that's why the success of the MCU is damn near a miracle, because these characters
are C characters.
Yeah, they weren't shit. It was Spider-Man, X-Men, some Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer. Like that was it. Like that was
Amazing Spider-Man and Friends, the Fantastic Four cartoon, and X-Men the animated series. Those were your 3. Like
so
anything Avengers based were ass.
Yeah, man. Like the Avengers, West Coast Avengers. Like it didn't matter. Like nobody was like, it wasn't the shit.
And look, the Super Friends. I'm just saying, the X-Men run shit.
They do. They're the best team. They're the best.
As a reminder,
they're the most interesting team. Like they're written the best. The stories. I mean, you can't really sit there. Like you can't have a conversation with people and be like, oh, this Avenger story or this arc from here or that arc from there. Like, not enough people are going to have that conversation with you. But if you want to, but you could talk X-Men stories with so many different people because they hit emotionally. They just hit emotionally different for people. Like they really do.
And all that fucking going on.
This is also true. Thank you, Jorge, for bringing that up. Because the X-Men do be fucking.
Yeah.
They don't love their kids, but they be fucking.
Oh yeah, bad parents. Parents.
Horrible parenting, but he was fucking. You know to the point where you don't know who's who no more.
Yeah,
man,
that's right.
But we put this question out. Big facts. Yeah. So we put this question out, of course, to everybody as far as their expectations. Jorge, what you got going on over there?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sounds like we're in a tunnel and shit. We put the expectations out there for season 2, and we wanted to know exactly what the people had in mind going forward. And we heard that there's some dastardly shit that y'all wanted to bring up. I think the Silver Surfer going to crash at the X-Men warning Thanos is coming, since the Silver Surfer TV show left with a cliffhanger. Yo, if that happens, if they reevaluate and re-image that scene to where Silver Surfer crashes the Earth in the Sanctum Sanctorum and the X-Men get involved, bro, that's how you make your Secret Wars, because now that they have ownership of Silver Surfer, if in Deadpool and Wolverine the Sanctum Sanctorum is filmed and Silver Surfer is actually the person that crashes in,
oh, that's fire.
Whole new shit.
Yeah.
Whole new shit.
Yeah,
I would love it.
Fire.
But let's get to the comments. What we got? Let's see what the people talk about. We all know that it's going to be the Rise of Apocalypse, and I think they will introduce a version of X-Force. Now, a version of X-Force by the people that are on Earth, or the people that are like missing that we haven't seen yet? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if anything, we're talking. So that version of X-Force would be the '90s X-Force.
So what you watching, fam? Oh shit, that's ass.
Nah, but I'm thinking if they do a version of X-Force, it's gonna be like a '90s version of the X-Force with like Cable and all them and Domino. Not that X-Force, not the X-Force I want to see. Not the Black Ops X-Force.
If they bring Warpath in, man, we in there.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Rob Liefeld type X-Force.
Okay,
and shit.
so then that's Feral.
Yeah.
Right, so we got Warpath's in it. You know what I'm saying?
Warpath is definitely in it.
Warpath is definitely in it. Shatterstar's in it. Feral's in it.
Yeah.
Bishop's sister, Shard.
Yeah, she's in it.
Cannonball.
And we got Cannonball, and we got Cannonball in the animated series. So we already know.
Cannonball is an immortal, bro. He can't die.
And he's already in the animated series. He's in that universe.
He absolutely is. All right, what else we got? Don't know, don't care. I'm excited for whatever they have in store. Oh, anything they have in store? I guarantee you, if it's shitty, you're gonna be saying something.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, scorched earth. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Mm-hmm.
That is the way that we want to go. Possibly Jubilee gonna turn into a vampire. We'll get the.
Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. She already look. She got a vampire outfit on. That's enough. That
is true, because she does have on a whole raincoat. But the fact that she went Jason Pierre-Paul on Homeboy's face was the greatest thing ever. Fire Fist. Look. I wouldn't put it past anybody. All right, what else we got, Jorge? Season 2 will bring life back to the MCU, connecting the whole universe, maybe even using the TVA. Wait, you want to put the TVA?
Nah, keep the TVA out. Keep them out. We're gonna see them in Wolverine and the Deadpool and Wolverine.
You are.
Leave them out. We can do without the TVA in that.
We can do without the TVA.
Yeah.
How's being triggered by Jubilee becoming a vampire?
I would be. I'm like, why are we doing? What is the point?
A vampire with fireworks? That's kind of dangerous anyway.
Yeah, I don't want nothing.
Everything and nothing at the same time.
Okay, I can take it.
I'm with it.
All right.
I thought you. Where's the shit you was talking about, Jorge? Where they was coming at our boy. It would. Is that Dev? It would be dope if Wolverine's powers were super enhanced due to not having the adamantium
poison in them. Yep.
With extra super strength and agility would be nuts. That's Feral Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's him.
We're gonna get that. I feel like I said, I want that the first couple episodes season or something like that. Like before he gets well, he's gonna go for. They're gonna do it. They're gonna pay that off. They're gonna pay it off.
Yeah, bro. By the time he gets healed, he's gonna turn into a fucking creature beyond control.
Yeah, they're gonna pay that off.
The lower half of this picture. Stop, man.
Yo, man, y'all messing, man.
Hey, Facebook be killing me. This is what Facebook cared about the entire time, and then they had a picture, a still shot of Rogue's ass, and they were like, "Oh, we're back." This is horrible.
Yeah, man.
They need to slow down, add more episodes, and let the stories, character arc, and plot points develop. Let us grow with the characters, not just shove a lot of action and drama down our throats. Pause the original series had well over 20 episodes per season. But here's the thing that I say about that. There's a half-hour episode for every single episode. It was 10 episodes. That is 5 hours of fucking content.
And they gave us 43 minutes in the last episode.
43 minutes in the last episode and a post-credit scene. So if we end, you could continue the storyline. There's 3 different storylines to actually continue this story. So what more could you want? And Life Death, you wouldn't even think it would be something that could be adapted into a series. The X-Men are going to fight a Kang variant.
Absolutely.
We said it before. The X-Men going to jump you. Ramatus going to get jumped.
And they better, and shit, if Ant-Man and the Wasp can beat him, beat a version of Kang, then they should be able to beat him too.
That's season 2 right there. Apocalypse all the way around. Young En Salvador or El Salvador.
El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Vacation time.
What else we got, Jorge?
We're good.
Oh, that was it?
That was it? All right.
That was it? So,
so as much as we enjoyed this season, we enjoyed covering it because damn, we did all fucking 10 episodes. We even did doubles in 8, 9, and 10 as far as those episodes are concerned. We hope that you guys had a ball doing this with us because now we got to get back to regular content. What is we gonna do?
I don't know.
But there's a bunch of us that will be covering the Furiosa premiere tonight, and we'll be talking about it next week. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the X-Men are concerned and how this series has had the ability to, one, show that Marvel can do animation because they hadn't had a chance to do that before in the past. DC always ran that shit.
Yeah, that was a DC thing.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to bring back the 90s Marvel universe, and hopefully it gets better than the 90s Avengers TV show. The 90s Avengers TV show can kiss ass. I'll wipe my ass with that entire series. That's garbage.
Yeah, straight booty cheeks.
Word. So, like, as far as how that's being distributed, because now we understand that Marvel is proving themselves to have an umbrella inside of their monopoly. Marvel Television is going to be coming back. So they never called themselves Marvel Television before. The last time that they did that was when they had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daredevil, Luke Cage, Mr. Jones, and bullshit ass motherfucking Iron Fist. But Daredevil Born Again is going to be like a 15 to 20 episode series.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like a full-on season of TV. So Marvel Television is back. Marvel Animation started with this series right here, season 1 of X-Men 97. Who knows where they go into now? Because as far as updates are concerned, Nova is going to be an animated series from what they're talking.
Yeah.
Which makes that even better.
It does make it better because you could do more with it.
Even better because the aesthetics of animation cannot be duplicated into live action. And we understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the way X-Men 97 brought out. It looked like anime in like basically 3/4 of this entire fucking season. Anytime Cyclops blasted anybody, he did the optic blast from fucking arcade games. You're not gonna see that
rip that visor
off, the whole joint off and blasted the whole joint. Fucking
incredible.
Jean Grey turning into the Phoenix, the White Phoenix.
Doing
those type of details.
Yes, Yoga Bear. I want Spider-Man 98.
That's exactly what has to happen.
I want it.
If those are the Easter eggs, the first person Banff, absolutely. Because that shit was dope.
My god, we got through the tunnel of the transportation. Crazy.
Like if you're a director and you had to write that shit, like that's obviously like second to none how you're basically like putting that together. But if we're losing the Easter eggs of how, you know, Mary Jane and Peter Parker were right there in that last episode. Daredevil had his own episode. You ever see Cloak and Dagger in animation form? No.
Dope. One time, actually, I did.
When?
The Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man show.
Ultimate Spider-Man show. They were there.
Yeah, they're there.
You know, I ain't never seen them in animation form. That
They were
shit,
there.
that was like
They
the
were
best thing for me. Even though I saw Alpha
Spider-Man, they're in there.
Even
Yeah,
though I
they're
saw
in there.
Alpha Flight and I
We
was
did
like,
see
oh
them.
shit, Alpha Flight's here, but Alpha Flight was in the original, the
Yeah,
animated.
they were in. Yeah, they had a
Solo
whole
Wolverine
episode. Yeah, they had a whole episode. But
Psylocke in there. Whew.
but yeah, Cloak and Dagger were in the Ultimate Spider-Man show, where he had a lot of There's a ton of cameos in that show. That Ultimate Spider-Man show is dope.
Mhm.
They a lot of cameos. Wolverine cameoed in it. Like it. They had whatchamacallit from the Savage Land. The whatchamacallit fake He-Man character.
Oh, fucking Hercules or Sentry?
No. Who's the motherfucker from the Savage Land that walks around on the cat like he's
Oh,
He-Man?
cool. What the K apostrophe U N whatever the fuck his
You
name
know,
is.
like his name. See, I'm his name's gonna roll off my tongue.
He is like a He-Man copycat. He is.
Yeah. He rolls around. With
there he is,
cat.
Tazahar.
Yeah.
Knew it started with fucking K.
Yes. Yeah. Like he was in.
Thank
like,
you, Mr. Nuff.
Yeah, he cameoed in the Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, so a lot of cameos in this. So it's a good series. But see the X-Men, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All of Marvel. I'm talking about live action, animation. Everything's gonna benefit off of this one series.
Take this as a learning experience.
Everything.
Marvel Studios.
Yes.
Take this as a learning experience. If you want to figure out how to basically utilize yourself to consume storylines within the comics and bring them to life in a better aptitude than what is necessarily seen in movie theaters. If you bring them to animation first, I mean, to be honest, you can't really fuck that up. You can do so much with it.
You know what?
Even doing the 98, doing Spider-Man 98 is probably going to be flames now.
Flames. But this is what you can do, everybody out there, before they do the next season of X-Men 97, right? If you didn't watch the animated series, go back and watch that shit.
Go back and watch that shit because all the Easter eggs are basically there.
Because go back.
It's so long, bro, and the animation is so crappy.
Here you go with the 5
We're
minutes.
not gonna X-Men 97 for at least a year. So
at least watch season 3, or I'm sorry, season 2 with all of Apocalypse.
Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
Or just watch the series. Y'all got time. Just binge it.
You got time.
Watch the series, but then if you still need an X-Men fix, you watch Wolverine and the X-Men. 30 episodes of fire.
Or X-Men Evolution if you want to catch up on the youngins.
X-Men Evolution also.
Or just play X-Men for Street Fighter,
or just play the X-Men arcade game.
Or do that.
It's all
seriously, watch Wolverine and X-Men, watch X-Men Evolution. 2 really good shows. Completely different shows, but very good adaptations. And watch the X-Men movies, man. Like get caught up on the X-Men, man. So if you don't have the time to read the comics or you don't have the patience for it, at least go watch these shows, go watch some of these movies, get educated, because then when we have the same shit happen in a year, you guys are gonna have more input, we'll have more interaction because it's really bigger than all of us right now.
Do we have a theory for this?
Do you think that we can get the 90s Spider-Man in both Beyond the Spider-Verse and a potential Spider-Man 98 show? That show did do the Spider-Verse first. That's correct. And that Spider-Man fought Spot before Miles.
Okay, so I mean they're different. I mean at the end of the day, we know how this multiverse works. Everything's in play. So everything's a branch of something else, a different timeline, a different universe, and all that shit, right? So so we can have all this shit exist. Like we can have the 90s Spider-Man, which had its own secret wars, right? That the X-Men, because of Storm, was a part of. And then you can have the Spider-Verse doing what they are doing, which is great. So just love all this shit, man. If they keep giving us great shit, we got to take it, because there was a couple years that we were in that we wasn't getting the best shit.
No,
like, after Endgame, we got
a decent product. I'll say that.
Yeah.
We got a bad product. We got a decent product that still made
up to par.
Wasn't up to par. So if they're going to branch it, they're going to branch it and do Marvel television in the way that they're going to do it, without doing like the resurgence of Disney Plus shows. Do more one shots. Fucking do one shot.
We keep saying that.
Yeah.
Why can't, if you need to establish a character that we have not seen before?
Werewolf by Night was excellent. If
Why
you
do
haven't had
more of
to watch
those?
Werewolf by Night, that
Oh,
hour long
that's
special, it was fucking phenomenal.
Under
Or
45
even
minutes.
watch one
Werewolf
episode. That
by
was
Night.
yeah.
Werewolf by Night is one of the best
Products
things that Marvel's
that
done.
Marvel's ever done.
Yeah.
Did they have any update on that? On like the next one shot, or no? They just said
No,
they have-
they stopped.
they're
They
not
said it was
saying
going to be
nothing.
Nova, and then Nova now might be an
Yeah,
animation.
animated.
So,
Yeah, but imagine doing more. Just instead of doing full-fledged movies or shows, imagine just doing. If they wanted to do Echo, should have did Echo as a one shot.
Yo,
if you really
that
want to
would've
do
been
Echo,
sick.
it would have been sick because it would have been over. It would have
Yep.
that, and that's it.
just
Not
show me
dragged out
the
series.
destruction of Xandar. That's all you had to show me.
Yeah,
How did
Yeah,
Thanos
that's
get
what-
there? How did he fucking get the Power Stone? Done.
Yep.
yeah. Like we
Or
don't need all
origins.
these. We didn't need all these. We don't need to keep taking chances on all these characters. And I think X-Men 97 is doing that. Like, all right, let's do what works. People love this shit. Let's give them what they want and give them quality.
Exactly.
Right? Now, what's next? Wolverine and Deadpool. Like that shit, or Deadpool and Wolverine. Like that shit's gonna be flames. So X-Men 97, all X-Men 97 did is restore faith,
Yep. And-
entertain us in the best possible
in
manner.
all of
and-
Mutant.
Yep, and then is launching us into Deadpool and Wolverine, which we have no idea. I keep trying to tell you, I know you don't agree 100%, but I keep trying to tell you, they didn't show us anything in Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh no,
I'm telling you, they didn't show us. All right, they did not. They're not showing us shit. So what we're seeing in these first couple trailers and maybe the last trailer, like they're gonna give us little nuggets. We have no idea what
Or I think they're
Cassandra
fooling us.
Nova was to them. Yeah, because Cassandra Nova, we have no idea what her motivation is.
bro.
None. We have
we-
nothing.
we
We have
know
nothing to go off of. No
I-
dialogue, no nothing.
I saw the what is it the ticket trailer today is the same shit as before. Don't show me shit. I don't want to know
Don't show.
shit.
We don't need it.
I want
We
to know.
don't need it. We really don't. We really don't. We don't need nothing. We don't need nothing over nothing. We're getting launched. X-Men 97. All X-Men 97 just brought everybody back. It literally brought everybody back.
Now I'm hyped for some mutant shit, but I know it's still a ways away. Even though we've already seen how many mutants already in the MCU, maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, and then, but you look at it this way.
I mean, a lot more in this movie though.
Yeah. Yes, they're all gonna. It's just gonna be a party. But after that, then we have Secret Wars, and then after Secret Wars, then we have the mutant saga. Pretty much. That's pretty much where they're going.
It. Like
that's where it's going.
It's kind of like
we're gonna get it.
Like we gotta push the Avengers to the side little by little, so they're finally out of the frame, and then put the X-Men right in the front of the fucking forefront
Where they belong.
with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With Spider-Man, because Spider-Man got added to the roster kind of late because of the Sony deal.
Yep.
Literally, your top 3 in Marvel: Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four.
All under one roof.
And they sell the most toys.
They sell the most toys. They sell the most comics.
They sell the most shit. Period.
They sell the most shit.
Period. They sell everything.
Straight up.
Here's my question to you, and this is why I feel like we're on a great wave right now. Who's on the Avengers roster right now in the MCU? Exactly. That's my point. It's my point. We don't even know who the Avengers roster is.
Wait, you talk about Young Avengers, West Coast, East Coast, South Coast?
It doesn't matter. I don't have the answer.
The East Coast got Biggie and the West Coast got Tupac, right?
Word up. But what I'm saying is we don't even know. We've been, what year did Endgame come out? The 19, right? 2019.
Yep.
We are 5 years after Endgame. Literally 5 years after Endgame. We don't know who's on the Avengers roster. That is ridiculous. The X-Men are needed. They are needed because we don't have to guess who's on the X-Men roster. They have so many people on the roster that we love. We could just, all you got to do is put the right mix together. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you got all these characters to choose from.
Yeah.
The Avengers, they're trying, what slowed up, what confused this whole phase 5, phase 6, whatever fucking phase we're in the fucking MCU. They don't know who to put on the roster because they killed Iron Man. They fucking, whatever the opposite of
they threw Captain America on the moon.
They threw him on the moon.
They depowered Hulk.
Oh my god, made Hulk, like, took away his roids. Like, we don't,
Very civilized Hulk.
Hawkeye wants to fucking retire. Black Widow's dead.
The Hawkeye got ran over by a snowplow.
For real. Yeah, exactly. Real shit. Like that's
In
just what
real
I'm saying.
life.
Like they don't have a roster. Nobody knows who Peter Parker is. Like they don't have a roster anymore. They don't. So now what they're doing Brave New World. They're gonna start with Captain America, Falcon, Captain America. They're gonna start there, and then he has to put a team together at some point. Like who's he putting together? You're gonna grab Spider-Man.
Kamala's doing his job for him.
That's what I'm saying. So this is why the X-Men are needed, because we don't have to have that type of confusion. You can just put that team out there.
Yeah.
Right? And then while the X-Men are out there doing all this shit, then you can really rebuild the Avengers. Because what you're doing for Secret Wars, you're getting a team, you're getting a multiversal Avengers team. That's what you're doing for Secret Wars. It's not really a roster of this universe. You're pulling from different properties that wasn't even part of the MCU before. You're pulling Tobey Maguire, you're pulling Hugh Jackman, you're pulling all these.
You can't do that again. That's a one-trick pony. You can only do that shit once.
We can only do it once. So after Secret Wars, this is why the X-Men are needed. This is why they're going to the mutant saga, and then you could tell so many stories from that. And then you got the Fantastic Four. So they'll be fine. But this is what I'm talking about. We don't even know who the Avengers roster is. The X-Men are much needed.
Thor's daughter, adopted daughter that he stole from.
Oh my God, Love. That's her name, right?
Gore's daughter, actually.
Yeah.
Well, we will get Terrence Howard back. Thank you, all. Thank you. And he's going to tell us how to put together the Pythagorean theorem.
Next time, man.
And how the Earth is pulling away from the sun every 6 centimeters. The way he be talking, hell no. All right, so that's our show. Next week, we will more than likely be talking about this Furiosa movie that's going to be coming out. Of course, George Miller and Mad Max. But for all of you that have tuned in to our X-Men 97 10-episode bangers, thank you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. We're glad that you were here, and we're looking to do this shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
So check us out, of course, as always, on YouTube every Monday, 9 p.m. You can check us out on Twitch, check us out on Facebook, check us out on IG. We're always live everywhere, wherever the fuck you stream.
Just make sure you share us. Share us now.
Make sure you share
the community now. We need
y'all
help.
The community that we see here, all our people in the comments. We love y'all.
I like to love everybody.
That's right. I don't discriminate anybody.
I love everyone.
Everyone. Come on, man.
Thank you, E. Bradley. Thank you.
My man. All right. So till next week, Monday, 9 p.m.
9
We'll
p.m.
be back. All right. Party nerds go.
Party nerds, party nerds.